Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So here I am with my Ford F-250, and I've got a thing that I've been wanting to do for a while, and that is adding some LED lights to the truck. So I went to Advanced Auto Parts, I'm sorry, AutoZone actually, and I went ahead and got all these different lights. Spent around $71. I know everybody's going to give me a hard time and say, oh boy, you spent way too much. You could have spent a lot less online. I understand that, but I'm not your typical millennial. I like to have the product in my hand, look at it, feel it, make sure it's the right thing. And the best thing about it is if it's wrong or needs to go back to the store, as simple as that, I can just take it back to the store. So I know, like I said, if you got the money, I understand it may not be the best thing to do, but anywho, or if you don't have the money, excuse me. So this is for a separate project, but I'll go ahead and show you. This is the 921. It also fits the 912 style bulbs. That is for a different project along with this one, so I'll go over that later on in another video. But I went ahead and got 2 of the 3 bulbs that I need. That kind of gives you a hint what I'm doing there. So here we are. Went with the Sylvania, and this is their Zevo, I might not be saying it right, series of lights. And this is their super bright LED. And then, as you guys can see, it is the 194 amber, which is the A, stands for amber. So you guys might know kind of where I'm going with this. So let's go ahead and pop these out of the package, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so we have our bulbs here. Already opened up the package, and I did get some dielectric grease, or bulb grease. And we're just going to put a little bit on here, just enough to coat it a little bit. And we'll do both of those, and both of these bulbs with a little bit of bulb grease. The beauty of these things is you don't actually have to worry about touching the LED or the actual bulb with your greasy hands, where you, some bulbs you do. So a little bit there, and we'll go ahead and insert it. Alright guys, this is what I'm going to be using those little bulbs for. This is going to be the first of many LED upgrades I'm going to do to this truck. The only thing I will not be doing an upgrade to is the current headlights. The headlights are not designed for LED. I see a lot of people have issues with upgrading their headlights to LEDs, so I'm not going to be doing that today. So, or not doing it at all, excuse me. What I do plan on doing is the turn signals, plan on doing the interior lights, the map lights, the cab light, the reverse lights, as well as the marker lights. So this is going to be the first of many videos. So these are pretty simple, as you guys have seen. Several people replace the actual housing with the either a clear lens or a smoked lens. I didn't opt to do that. Try to keep it as factory as possible. Just my personal preference. But currently in here is halogens, and one of them, which is the marker light, has burned out. So I'll go ahead and click my unlock button here, and you'll see that the top is your turn signal, and that came on. However, the bottom is not on where they should be. So all right, let's go ahead and start. All right, so one of the first things that I did was left my window unlocked. Makes it a little easier getting into the controls for the mirror, as you do need to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is this is I'm going to work my left mirror, so turn that to the left, and then to allocate to the left mirror or driver's mirror, and then you want to turn it all the way in. You can see the reflection. All right, as far as it needs to go. Don't need to keep trying to click it. And unfortunately, I don't think it's showing up my camera, but let me go grab a light and I'll show you here. All right, so I got my trusty streamlight here, and as you can see, there's a little silver white looking thing there. See it right there? You'll take a screwdriver, and you'll just simply push and pop that out. Let's see if that works. There we go. And just like that, it popped right out. Again, that's that silver tab that I had to use. So I can already see one thing's going to happen. I've seen other people's videos. Right there on the bottom rubber O-ring is actually cracked, so it's probably going to fall apart on me, but unfortunately I don't have a replacement, so I'll have to be very careful with that, and we'll stay tuned. Alright, so I went ahead and popped the top one out, and we're going to go ahead and slide the bottom bulb out, and there you go. Pretty simple. So lay that right there, and we'll look at the bulbs here. Yep, the bottom one here is definitely burned out. You can actually see the filament is laying on the glass. Top bulb's still good, but I don't think I'm going to keep them. So just to pull them out, just simply give a good grip on there. That's a little hard to do. One hand. And that's it. So like I said, we'll lay that up there, and that one was the top one is going to be your turn signal, and the gray one is your marker light. So again, don't know if that's going to come up in my camera view, but you can see the filament's broken in there. No big deal. And that's it. The rubber O-ring actually did not break, thank goodness. Well, actually it did, I'm sorry, so I'm gonna have to be very careful with that one when I put it back. Apparently if that rubber O-ring breaks, it will not seat properly, and you'll have to go get another one. So, but for now, looks like I can hopefully get away with that one working, so stay tuned. Okay, to reinstall, simple as putting your bulb back in, pushing it in until it seats, and that was pretty simple. Take your turn signal bulb or your marker bulb here, same thing, slide it in, give it a nice push, and make sure it worked. I've got my key here, and we'll click it, and they both came on. Very nice. Alrighty, so I'll go ahead and lock my door for now to stop the light from coming on, and we'll go ahead and put this back on. I'm not going to videotape that, it's a little bit tricky. You guys got the gist of it. I am going to be very careful of that gasket so that it doesn't break off on me and then I'm messed up. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so I went ahead and put that back in. I had to be very careful again with that bottom gasket. Because that is a marker light, it is always on, and the heat of that bulb, I'm guessing dry rots that O-ring or gasket, and that's what caused the issue. The black one here, or your turn signal, it's not cracked, it's not dry rotted. So forward, take note of that. You know, maybe use a little better O-ring there. So so what we'll do is you line this little pin right here up with this groove. You guys can see that. Line that up. We'll line up the back side too, and make sure that slides right in. There you go. That is probably one of the simplest installs you'll ever do with the LED. I don't dare have to. I don't look forward to the headlights one day. lights. Even the fog lights are actually kind of a pain in the butt, if you guys have seen those videos. So that's it, and we'll try it now, make sure the connections are still all good. So we'll go ahead and unlock it, and they are actually very bright. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. Very, very bright. I'm looking forward to that. Again, if you lock it, both turn off, and that kind of matches my step lights that I did, the LEDs. So I'm kind of trying to get everything transitioned to LED. Alright guys, hope you guys like that video. Hope it's informative. I know there's several out there, but really wanted to kind of go over what bulbs I used and why I used or decided on the bulbs that I got, why I spent so much, and hopefully these last a long time. If they don't, then I'll make an update video and tell you guys that those bulbs are garbage. So give me a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.